Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the very first episode of Fargo Frost franchise. Triple F, baby. And this is going to be a very, very fun series. I mean, created, they take over for, I don't even remember who they took over for, because I wanted to say the Browns, but it is the Saints. But obviously the Saints do not exist anymore. With that, let's look at this roster. Quarterback, the QB of the future potentially, and Godfrey Fathers. We call him the Godfather around here, ladies and gents. So the Godfather is our starting quarterback for the time being. But on his tail is Ricky LaRue, second-year quarterback out of California, 6'4", 220, but not as big. And then there's Colt Carrington. Now, this guy has an arm on him, but can he show it off? Potentially he will, out of Nebraska. The running back situation, we've got Boogie Watson Sr. out of Stanford. He is a big man at 6 foot 221, and he can run pretty fast. But behind him, River Rhodes, a white boy, 5'10", 191. This is his second year in the league. Lachelle Gregory behind him, and Jeremiah Weathers out of Duke. He's only 5'5", but he's 206, so he's a little chunky little fuck. We do not have a fullback now for our wide receiver positions. Out of Ball State, 6'1", Rico Morales. He is our number one, but certainly there are other guys to look at, especially Cole Jennings out of UCF, 5'11". He is going to be a nice little piece. He's got the acceleration that Rico Morales very much lacks. But also Xavier Langston will be getting a shot here. But we've got so many guys like Timmy Wild West, 6'6". He is the tallest out of the wide receiver group so far. As Deshaun Blaze as well out of UNC North Carolina. He is 6'5", so he's a big boy. Roberto Petrone, Patrick Watson, Bruce Brooks, and Ralph Pierce. So some of these guys will not be making the final roster, but Ricky Spanish may be the one making the roster, of course. I mean, I'm a huge American Dad fan, so we brought him in. He was a part of the Coyotes franchise that only lasted 3 episodes. And behind him, number 2, Fats Beef Nuggets. Now, Beef Nuggets, 6'3", 263. He's a monster. Tito Burton. We've got Jesse Harris, Stanley Bryant, and Fred Long. So we have a nice little tight end group. Not a huge, these are the linemen, you know. I'm sure I'll be yelling at them a lot in the future. But going to the left edge, Damian Thompson right now is our starting left tackle. He can get into the backfield, but another very interesting guy here is Travarius Thunder Cruz. Now, Thunder Cruz had an injury last year to his ankle, and he is trying to fight back at 26 years old. It says he is a future starter, and he is a superstar. And as of right now, he has the captain. But I think I'm going to remove the captain from him. He'll have to earn that. We will see in the preseason who gets the captain roles. As Hank Gomez, 6'3", 253, he's pretty nice. Damian West behind him, and Adam Steele. Now, he's pretty good. They say he is a future starter as well, so look out for him. Our best player on both sides of the ball is Meatball Monroe, 6'3", 274 out of Tulane. He's a young buck, and he is going to be very special for this organization. Now, Geno Cousins. Something you'll learn about Geno Cousins is he's got a brother on this team, and we will see him in quite a bit. But Geno Cousins is here. Chase Hawkins at the Sam, and there is Geo Cousins. The Cousin brothers, Geo and Geno, both going to be on this organization, but Randy Garcia is technically our starting middle linebacker. At the will, we have Keith Gordon and Paul Davis. At the cornerback position, we've got Stephen Thomas at 6'2", 190 out of Arkansas. Ronald Winters behind him with JT Green and Poncho Pickens, as well as Isaiah Island. He says he's on an island of his own. Will that be true? At the free safety position, Victor Von Hammer. This man can lay down the hammer, but also can take away some big plays. And Jay Campbell behind him. Now, Mickey Wonderkid, is out of Clemson, 6'3", 206. Of course, he is going to be very interesting. But Lawrence Washington behind him. And, of course, Bobby Dixon. For the kicker, nothing too special with Art Johnson. He can kick the ball. His accuracy is not good, though, so that may be something interesting. And then Dom Del Vecchio is our punter. The Italian Stallion is what we call him. Again, he is a captain. We will remove that for right now. And that is the organization as we see it. Of course, we have some fun draft picks, and the practice squad we'll look at a little later on. But let's look at the lineup to start out our first episode here. So, I mean, there are some interesting pieces, and we will see a lot of them in the preseason making some moves. But here we are. I believe Gino is going to get this starting spot, with Gio getting the second defensive tackle role here, with, I believe I would like Coleman at the number 3. Having all stars there looks pretty nice. Then everything else is up to, them to make a name for themselves. We're going to put West in here because he is a superstar. As why not actually put Thunder Cruz as well, even though Thompson is the better player. I am pretty happy with this team, but obviously there is a lot to go through. So let's go through our coach interview here as we start out. Welcome to Fargo here. Of course, Hugh Jong from the Giants franchise has changed his name, his identity. He went to witness protection, and now he is sub to Jagle. Coach, a big reason you were hired was your ability to develop talent and get the most out of your players. What area will you focus on? I think it's got to be we got to focus on those players. Got to focus on those players. Shifting to on the field, what side of the ball is identity going to shine through the most? It's got to be offense. Okay, and where on the offense? That's a tough call, but let's go with the wide receivers. Hopefully we can get something good out of this. And lastly, Coach, what will give you an advantage over other coaches in the league? It's got to be, let's do developing the defense. So hopefully that'll help us out. So that is our first big conference here. We are going to go into a positional battle here in the coach's office. I'm loving that our stuff is on binders, and it's just beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Surprised you're not in pads. We got practice in a few. Lachelle Gregory, before we get to it, I wanted to talk about my place on the depth chart. Let's see. You got to start the preseason strong. Honestly, as a running back, we've got guys in front of you. And we don't really care about the health. I'm going to be 100%. But we are going to be not playing the entire game, but just looking around and playing a bunch of it. Now, I want to show you guys the uniforms that we have. Now, these are our away jerseys. As you can see, the frosted helmet is something I very much like. We'll go to look at the home jerseys. It is a nice powder blue with our logo and some cracks of the ice. Now, here is where things get wild. We have the chill uniforms, which are all just ice. I love this, absolutely love this one. I think this is going to be a fun jersey to have. The navy ice is more of a dark blue, and that'll be a fun one. We have the whiteout jerseys with a complete white helmet and back to the home. So today we are going to be playing in, let's do the white helmets though. Let's run with the white helmets today. Nothing on them. And we shall see how this team is going to shake out. We have to cut a certain amount of players here. So to start it here at SoFi Stadium, in California. So let's look at our first look as we are playing another team that has those baby blues. Thankful for us, we are rocking the white jerseys today. As Disley out there, it looks like we are going to get the ball to start. So we'll take a look at our first string offense. I'd like to get a look at both first string offense, defense at least once, as Gregory, who wants a starting job in the NFL, is going to get it to the 23. Now here comes the Godfather, Godfrey Fathers, 24 years old, 6'3", 250. He's a big boy. Now, doesn't mean he can't sling the rock, but maybe not like good with on the run. We are going to run this ball here with Watson Sr., see how he can perform, and it looks like he'll get a nice little run for 6. Boogie Watson up for 6, and that's a good way to start it. Now, we got to see how I'm 85% certain Ricky Spanish was white, but in the game, he is black. So we're going to have to change the picture for him so he can be a black man. If you're going to be black, all right? There's nothing wrong with that. As Gregory in here, but let's try to see if we can get Ricky Spanish the ball here. He's going to be a big part of this offense. Tony Jefferson with the tackle, who did recently get cut by the Chargers. So we are going to look here, see what Godfrey can do. We're going to throw it to the other tight end, but a little too high. And that is going to be second down. Right now, I do like what we have in the running back position, as Watson is going to make a big move. My goodness, Watson could be very special. And Gregory might not see the field because how good Watson's performing. Of course, we've got Morales and Jennings in as our starters here. We're going to try to... Oh, we get hit. And Denzel Perryman with a huge sack. I was looking right at our wide receivers the entire time. Now, Morales, the thing with him that is a little scary is the just lack of acceleration. So that's only going to be a gain of 3. I mean, he very much struggles. And honestly, will he even make the squad? Just because he's the number 1, it genuinely means nothing. As Ricky Spanish is going to catch this ball. Big play. Put it right where it needed to be in Godfrey Fathers. You can make him an offer he can't refuse. But man, was that a nice little throw. Gregory in here. Gregory's going to get this ball. Just another not so great throw by Godfrey Fathers here. Unfortunately, he struggles with the accuracy. And, oh, he's going to fumble it. Watson's going to pick it up, though. And it is going to still be third down for us. Now, that's another interesting little facet, as Godfrey Father is going to fumble on his first big hit he's taken. As Watson, man, Watson could be the absolute answer. He has the speed. He's got what I like. And we're going to go for it here on 4th down, see if we can get it. And Ricky Spanish in and out of the hands. We will get to see our defense for the first time. This is preseason, baby. How's Justin Herbert going to start it out here? I think we're more of a baby blue and they're more of the powder blue, so it really doesn't crush too well. As big hit from Victor Von Hammer. Again, he's white, which I thought Von Hammer was a black man. But, okay. We'll take it. Mitchell has an opportunity to get in the backfield, and he absolutely does. This defense looking pretty good. I mean, it is a little skewed because they are up against their own goal line here. But just going to continue to look very nice. And all things considered, after that first drive, I like what I see. So what I'm actually going to do is see when we get the ball back here. We're going to stop here in the second. We are now on defense. Taylor Heineke in. Getting to see a couple of the backups is going to be nice. As Gio or Gino, I'm not quite sure. As that is Pickens. He's going to let it happen there. Pickens is somebody that I do enjoy on this team, but, I mean, it's just only my first look at him. As Clark struggling to get around, and they are just going to go for it, as that is going to be a big rush for Taylor Heineke of 20 yards. I mean, good on the secondary. We love that. But other than that, things not looking great. As Mitchell, Washington tries to dive and not going to happen. Looks like Najee Harris is going to get into the end zone. And let's see how our second team offense is looking. Now, of course, Gregory here. We've got LaRue, who's supposed to be an Asian. So I'm going to have to go through all these guys. Like, Ricky Rhodes is white. These guys are all different. I'll have to start changing some dudes. But Ricky LaRue here. We've got some interesting guys. Now, boom, right to Gregory. That is a nice catch. I mean, hey, keep up those kind of catches and we'll talk, you know. Is he a running back or is he a receiver? We've got Rhodes here, and Rhodes is going to take it to the high road, and that's going to be a first down. Ricky LaRue looking pretty nice. I mean, no starting job is safe. Literally, like I was talking about, our number one wide receiver could be out of here. We could potentially get something for him, though, which would be very fun. But here we go. Beef Nugget's going to try to get this first down here. 2nd and 1 here for the Frost. And he's going to get it. And he's going to fumble. Beef Nuggets fumbles the ball. No, that's not good. That is not good. So our defense is going to give up 10. And I do want to see some of the third strings as well. Whoops. Ricky LaRue, you did pretty good. Let's see what Colt Carrington can do. Let's see what Lachelle Gregory can do. And, yeah, I mean, let's see what Blaze, Patron, and Watson can do here. And why not even see what these guys can do? I mean, this is where we learn what kind of team we're going to be. As Carrington, who was a white guy, is now black. We'll definitely have to work on that. But Carrington's first play is going to be a quick first down. We'll take it. Now, with 24 seconds left, we'll call a timeout, because I do want to see what this third string people can do. Patron is very interesting. I do want him to succeed, but he looks very slow out there. Harris with a nice little catch. I'm going to try to get the corner routes going here with Gregory, who seems to be everywhere, which I will happily be, happy with. As Gregory going to try to cut this one. It is not going to be complete. And we'll go with the Hail Mary to end the quarter and the half. So we have not scored yet. We're going to throw this one deep. And it doesn't even get up for that. Blaze not looking great. And that is going to be 4th down. So going into the half, the last thing I kind of want to see is how this defense could look later in the game. So I want to see a little more of that second team defense. I mean, so far it's not looking amazing. 24-3. Taylor Heineke in. They are moving the ball pretty well. As Najee Harris going to get around. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think I've seen all I need to see here for game number 1. And that is going to potentially do it. 24-3 in a blowout victory for the Chargers. There were some interesting things. And I think the first big cut or move we might make is getting rid of our top wide receiver, as Gio Cousins, one of the Cousin brothers, is going to get an upgrade. We love to see that, and that'll be beautiful in the future. Star for him, which we want to keep the guys that do have the star devs, as Burt Macklin. Burt Macklin is out for 2 to 5 weeks. I think it was 3 to 5, actually. But going into the next preseason game, we will potentially be making some cuts off the bat. As let's look at the position battle for Gregory. See how he's feeling in the film room here. We were looking for a lot more from you that game, Lachelle. I know I'm better than... Okay, so he understands. We all understand. And the first move I would like to make is to see if we could get ourselves a pick for our guy, Rico Morales. I don't think he's going to be making the squad regardless. If we can get a high pick for him, wow, I don't think we'll be able to. Maybe a fourth. So it would be a fifth. If we can get a fifth from a bad team, like, who's going to be bad? The Jets. Can we get a fourth from you? All right, so we get a fourth from the Jets for Rico Morales. I think that's actually a good deal for us. Rico just didn't have the acceleration. Dom Delvecchio getting 2 upgrade points. We've got a lot of upgrade points here. Now, he's got to work on that power. Delvecchio, of course, is our Italian stallion. Now, once the final roster moves have been made, I will switch up some of the face scans to make it look more accurate to, who they are. Art Johnson, of course, our kicker, has very bad accuracy. So for him, it's got to be accuracy, and he's going to get +2 there. And even another one will be nice. Hopefully it is accuracy. It is. So he's up 3 on the accuracy. Pretty solid. Looking at the other upgrades here, Bobby Dixon, Roberto Petrone, which Petrone is going to need to step up now with a lot of nice little pieces. So we're going to upgrade all those guys. And we are going to go to our final preseason game. The Icebox we will see in week 1. I will tell you that. So we've got some injuries. We've got some storyline battles here. Let's check it out. As Lachelle Gregory, really been thinking about my development. I don't want this to be my last look at getting earning this. I'm bringing in a personal coach. What should I work on? Open field moves, baby. Open field moves. You do that for me. I do like Lachelle Gregory putting in the work, though. That is going to be something very, very special. Looking at the upgrades again, we do need to monitor these as well as Stephen Thomas, our number 1 cornerback, gets an upgrade. We are going to upgrade all of these guys, which is pretty solid. We are going to have to make some tough moves here as we are going to go into our final preseason game against the Broncos. Hopefully, nothing of note happens, but we have to cut 16 players. And with that, there are going to be some moves here. So let's go position by position here. I think these 3 are going to be on the squad. Godfrey Fathers, of course, is our number 1. And these 2 behind him, I think Ricky LaRue could be a great backup. And Colt, we don't know about Colt really. So looking at this room, I think we get rid of Jeremiah Weathers. But I'm looking now, Jeremiah Weathers has 99 speed. I think we can keep Jeremiah Weathers around for a return role, and I think that's perfect. River Rhodes, he may be on the block here. Fullback we don't have. Wide receiver is going to be big for us. Yes, Bruce Brooks is gone. Same thing with Ralph Pierce. You are gone as well, which would leave us with a pretty good wide receiver room. Patrick Watson being our 6th wide receiver could be changed. Fred Long, this is such a big room. Fred, unfortunately, not going to make it. Stanley Bryant could potentially beat out Jesse Harris, though. The speed for both of these guys are just not there. So even though he's a star, let's cut him. Sorry, Stanley, and Jesse as well, which will leave 3 tight ends with Roger Spanish. Oh, it's Roger Spanish, not Ricky Spanish. Fats Beef Nuggets and Tito Burton. For the linemen, we really won't be cutting much of the fat here because there's not much really to cut. Maybe Wayne Murphy will be getting the axe, but even then, we don't have a lot, as right tackles Michael Thompson there. So looking at the left edge, obviously we want Travarius Thunder Cruz and Damian Thompson to progress. Kareem Harris potentially will be out of here. We still have a lot of moves to make. Gonna keep all these guys here. Now, again, this is such a big room that I think we'll trade Hall, because I don't think just cutting him outright is the move. But I do think cutting Adams Johnson is the move there. We still have 4. We're gonna hold off on making any decisions there. And looking at the cornerback room, we've got a bunch. And Jason Young is kind of the outsider here, with Johnny Freeman probably also getting the axe. So there we go. So with that, free safety, I believe we have 3. We don't need 3. And I just think he's too old. But he is going to go to the practice squad. So still have to cut 7 more players here. At strong safety, we do have an abundance. And we will put Lawrence Washington on that as well. So with all of that, still have to cut 6 players. That is a lot. I do not want to get rid of Jeremiah Weathers, but the first thing we are going to do is trade a couple of these pieces away for potentially something good. So the first guy I would like to get rid of is, who was it? I believe it was a left edge in Kareem Harris. Right edge in Adam Steele. Is there any offers there? Okay. Nothing yet. And if we add this wide receiver and let's just say a 4th that we just received, could we move up to, I would be very happy with a 3rd. Looks like the Bears don't have the cap to take on, but the Bengals do, the Bills do. Broncos could be interesting because the Broncos probably are not going to be good. So we are going to get a 3rd for pretty much garbage. We'll take that, which brings us down to only having to cut 3 more players. And with Jeremiah Weathers, how tall is he? He's 5'5". He is definitely going to be the return guy, so I don't think that's the move. We are going to cut Wayne Murphy. I want to keep Derek Patterson. He's 6'6", 330. He's a monster. And then, I don't know here. I can't get rid of, I just don't want to get rid of a 99 speed guy. It's just probably not the move. Colt Carrington's going to stay around. LaShelle Gregory. It might genuinely be River Rhodes getting the cut. I don't find him very interesting, and I think we're going to do that. Rhodes is out of here, which brings LaShelle Gregory up to the number 2 position, and Jeremiah Weathers up to number 3. I like it. I do like it. We still have 1 more cut to make. It's not going to be in the wide receiver room. It's not going to be in the tight end room as well. So it's probably going to be, okay, so it's going to have to be Derek Patterson, or should it be George White? George White, 24. Let's go with George White. With just, we have, the star dev is very intriguing to me. But looking here, let's look at the upgrades. It's Randy Garcia, who we are going to upgrade. And very nice, field general, up to a decent little amount. With all of that, let's go into our first week looking at the squad. We did not win a single game in the preseason. A shocker, I know. But let's look at the draft class. Of course, we're going to be heavily involved. We got Chad Johnston, not Johnson, Chad Johnston. Now, looking here, Mark Messina. Is that Mike Messina, the pitcher for the Yankees back in the day? We've got some interesting guys. I mean, there is not a position that I'm willing to not look at. I also saw V. Cruz down there. Is that Victor? Victor Cruz, wide receiver? Oh my God, it is, dude. That's insane. I was just guessing Victor Cruz might have to come to this team. There's an A. Copeland. Is that Adam Copeland, like Edge? Antoine Copeland. Well, we've got some interesting guys. But like I said, there is not a position that I'm too, set on. even the quarterback position. Godfrey Fathers, if he's not performing well, not only will we look at the draft, but we've got guys behind him. So looking here at the lineup, let's look at it. We will generate the best lineup we can right now, with some exceptions. Like, I mean, if we could get Turner in here, I think that's the move. And Patterson's just going to be the guy to fill in, with Moore just being right there. Okay, so Watson is going to be getting the start with Gregory behind him. Jennings is now our number 1. Langston, our number 2. Patrone and Blaze behind him. It looks like Wild West did get injured this week in practice. Godfrey Fathers is our starting quarterback. Things may change if performances don't live up to expectations, but he's going to be the guy, and Roger Spanish with beef nuggets behind him. Now, for the defensive side of the ball, this is where things are going to get shooken up a little bit. First thing, we want to have our superstars on the edges for certain. Also, I think we turn, I believe this is Gino, this is Gio. We're going to turn him into a Will, I believe, a Will linebacker, or it could be Sam. But I want him starting, and it's going to be the Will. We don't have a Sam, so we're going to put him in the Will, and hopefully that will, be exactly what we need, as he'll get the starting job there, and his brother will also be on the field as well as the backup defensive tackle. He'll be on the field, but Coleman is going to be getting the third opportunity here. Now, before we begin, there are some other things I got to do. I got to change all these guys' face scans, so I'm going to do that really quickly, and I will be back with you. Okay, so it took me a minute, but I think I got everybody set into their new faces. There may be some backups that don't have some good faces, but that's okay. But there is one more change that I want to talk about. I felt like the Asian representation wasn't there, and Art Johnson, our kicker, was just bland to me. So he is now Ling Takahashi. He is going to be a very fun guy on the kicking units, and hopefully he's going to be a fan favorite. Ling hopefully doesn't ping any uprights. So we are going to hop in to our very first game as a Frost. Now, of course, we can do a lot of nice things here. I think we'll just go with the home jerseys today against the Cardinals. Now, the Cardinals have a scrambling quarterback that we do need to worry about in Kyler Murray. But here we go in the ice box. Now, it kept corrupting when I did all white on the ground, so I had to do more of a gray of the ground of the turf. So here come the Fargo Frost against the Arizona Cardinals. Of course, they've got some great players, but so do we. I mean, we don't, but looks like the defending champs are going to lose their first game against the Cowboys. And here we go. In the icebox, ladies and gents. Let's do it, and let's chill. Weathers going to return this one. Of course, he's got, and of course, he's white. One of the only guys I forgot to change. So we're going to have to change Weathers as well. He didn't play last year, so don't look at those stats. Patrick Mahomes is going to lose to the Chargers. So both teams that were in the Super Bowl don't get a dub. So here we go. Going to start it out with a nice little run here from Watson. Look at that cut. He was looking one way, went another, and he's going to get the first down. And we're going to try to continue with that beautiful run with another one here. Going to try to get towards the outside, but the old man, Calais Campbell, is going to get to the running back, and that is going to be a loss of 1, and it is 3rd and 7. This is very similar to our first drive, and that's going to be an interception. Godfrey's first throw is a pick 6. Bud not going to get him as Buda Baker is going in for the score. This is going to be a long season for the Frost. So right now, Godfrey Fathers is 0 for 1 with a pick six. But I mean, at least his first pass was a touchdown. I think it was Sam Darnold that happened to as well. And here's Gregory fighting for a roster spot all preseason, and he showed us that he deserves to be here. So now Godfrey Fathers back in for his second try here. Again, you know, nobody is safe. We're going to try to get this to anybody. Go up the field. He's going to throw it up the field. There's nobody there, and it is going to drop for a second down. Struggling out of the gate here is the offense, as Watson trying to do anything, but it looks like Calais Campbell is rolling back the clock, and that is his second tackle for a loss already. I mean, there's nothing for us. Godfrey Fathers going to make a man miss, and he's got a lane. There we go, baby. Hey, that's a nice first down. I believe the first down in Fargo history. Godfrey Fathers with a 31-yard run, as Watson going to say, I can do that too, and he's going to get a gain of 8. Looked like Marvin Harrison Jr. upset on the sidelines. What are you upset about? Not having the offense on the field? And the first complete pass for the Fargo is going to be to Blaze, and he's got some blazing speed. I don't actually know if that's true, but Watson is going to get up the gut for a nice gain himself, and it is another first down. A much better showing this time around, as we will learn everybody and learn to love them, as there we go, Blaze again, gonna try to dive, gonna go out of bounds. Godfrey Fathers finally putting it together, and we are nearing our first touchdown of the year. Will it happen? He's got a man, dives for it, and Beef Nuggets says fuggets, and dives for the touchdown. Fats is back, and I believe he's got to have a face scan change too. I missed out on a couple dudes. But Ling Takahashi in for the extra point. It is up. It is good, and it is a 7-7 game. Hey, if we can win a good amount of games, could we make the playoffs in year number 1? As Dom Del Vecchio kicking this one off, the Italian Stallion. Man, Dorchich, or whatever his name is a tiny boy. As back, well, this is our first look at the Cardinals offense and the Frost defense. Who are going to be the guys that I hate, and who are going to be the guys that I like? This may answer a lot of questions. So we've got Cousins there, the Cousin brothers, of course. Meatball Monroe is our best player, and one of the Cousin brothers immediately making a bad decision, and James Conner talking shit to Victor Von Hammer. Okay. Very interesting. Von Hammer's a monster. I wouldn't mess with him. As Meatball gonna get beat up. Wonder Kid in on the tackle. And it is just amazing names. So here we go. 2nd and 5. They do have a high opportunity to get this first down, but it looks like, was that the first combination of the Cousins? But no, that's number 90. Who is number 90? I gotta learn these guys. Oh, it was at Thunder Cruz, who's, superstar. It is 3rd and 8 now. Gonna try to get it. He's got a man, but it looks like Dixon is gonna shove his Dixon his butt. That is the first interception for the Frost, and a beautiful play, underthrown, but beautiful. Bobby Dixon, strong safety, just jumps up for that one, and a huge turnover for the Frost, and we're looking pretty good. The momentum is on our side. Absolutely. Watson gonna grab this one, and Watson Sr. gonna make a man miss, and it's gonna be an easy first down. Could you imagine the Frost coming out of the gate with a win? It could potentially happen here, as big hits as the safety or somebody comes around the edge here. We're going to go for another little screen, see if they want this one. And it looks like Watson's going to get the first yet again. Watson's a big part of this offense. Absolutely. Can we get another playoff? It's going to be tough. And we do. Just going to get that one away. Godfrey Fathers takes the hits, and it is going to be the end of the first quarter. Frost tied up with the Cardinals. Could you imagine a victory here? As not sure I want to run it. Let's see what we can get. We are going to try to get this to Rogers Spanish. He's going to get to the outside and gain of 3. 3rd and 3. We've got some options. Blaze has had a good game. I don't believe Jennings has gotten the ball yet, but he will get it here and hold on to it for the first. Down to the 20. And dinking and dumping is seeming to work out. As Watson in again, and Watson going to try to get a nice little gain, and he will. Watson, right now, give him the game ball. He is having a very good performance, but will it continue? As he's going to break a tackle, going to get down to the 4, and there is potential. Gregory in on this play. He's fighting, and he's going to get a loss here, so not a good start to his NFL career, but hopefully there is some more opportunities to come as we're going to try to throw this one in, and Jennings going to not make the catch, and Takahashi is going to come out for the field goal kick. It is up. It is good. We take a 10-7 lead, and Takahashi perfect so far this season. Del Vecchio kicking this one off back to the Arizona Cardinals. Ended in an interception, which is quite shocking, as what the hell am I doing? Mitchell in on that tackle. Of course, Mitchell is more of a backup middle linebacker for us, but any opportunity he gets, hopefully he shines. Only 18 yards, and a nice tackle by Van Hammer, and he's going to lay down the hammer pretty quickly. So another 2nd and 8 for the Arizona Cardinals. And Cousins going to get the first sack in history. Geno Cousins in on that one. I know the brothers are going to take over, but right now, it's just Geno, I believe. I got to learn which one's the linebacker. And they are going to call us for the hitting of the quarterback there. Are you serious? Geno Cousins, the man that got the sack, is called for the hit. Let's see. I mean, the ball is still in his hands as we are diving towards him. And they're going to say that is... I don't agree. He didn't even go down. So I don't see the roughing the passer on that one, but it is what it is. They are going to get the first down now. And for every mistake, there is goodness. And for every goodness, there is mistake, as it looks like that was Monroe on the tackle. I could be wrong. Who was that? Cousins. It was Geno, or Gio. Geno's the one rushing. Gio is the one as the linebacker. We will learn. Marvin Harrison getting his first catch of the game. And they are flirting with taking the lead here in the second. Kyler Murray is going to throw this one to his favorite target, Trey McBride. And that is a touchdown for McBride. Matt Prater, who's got to be almost 45, as Pickens nearly blocks it. I'm not even upset with that one. He almost had it. And they are going to go up 14-10, and we're going to get the ball at the 35. Poncho Pickens nearly had that block, so you can't be upset with that at all. So here we go. All right, we'll take it. Okay. How do we answer back here? There are a lot of ways to do this, and we are going to start with a run. And just broken immediately as Calais Campbell still terrorizing us. That is his third tackle for a loss, and it's going to be the 2-minute warning for the Frost. You know, sometimes I just don't know what I'm about to say next. I just talk. That's always a recipe for disaster. As we're going to try to get this one to Roger Spanish, and he's going to drop it. I thought that was the perfect ball. Unfortunately, he does not come down with it, and it is going to be a 3rd and long. And Blaze, oh my God, Blaze gets off of one, and he is going to get dropped, but a great effort there from Blaze. And what do we do here? They want us to punt. We'll see. We'll see. We are at the halfway. Probably going to try to get them off sides here. Who went off? Oh, it's on us, right? All right. That's fine. We are going to punt this ball away, unfortunately. Del Vecchio's first punt. Pretty beautiful. And that is going to be at the 23. Pretty good punt. And they only have a minute 46 to score and 2 timeouts. And this is where we see some rolling as Wonder Kid on the tackle there. They're not going to call a timeout, shockingly, and it's going to roll. We played that very nicely, and Garcia in on that tackle for a 3rd and 3. We're going to play as Cousins, see what we can get. Oh, he's got a man very deep. What the hell is wrong with Dixon, dude? Is Dixon hurt? Did you guys see that? Dixon, there's something wrong with Dixon, dude. Look at that. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone, dude. Dixon is our strong safety who got a pick already. What is his speed is a 6? I can't have that, dude. I cannot have that. Oh, we have to cut you, man. Oh my God, what was that? Yeah, we're gonna have to trade you or cut you. That is bad. How does somebody have a 6 and no? One of the cousin brothers, Gio, is hurt. Oh no. This one's up. And Gregory going to return it. Of course, Weathers is the guy we want to get it. But we have a minute to score, as we will keep him in. So, after learning that the only guy to get an interception has 6 speed, we got to do something else. As Spanish going to get a quick first down, and we're going to continue to move the ball. This may be a father's run. No, it's going to be dropping off to Watson, and that's going to be near a first down. I know we have the timeouts, but we will use them when we need them. Rogers Spanish is going to get the first down and out of bounds, so we are in field goal range. And we do have 3 timeouts, so we can make some fun decisions here. As Jennings with a beautiful juke move, and that'll be our first timeout of the year. So there are some definitely fun pieces going forward. We got to just drop this one to Beef Nuggets, and that's going to be a first down. We'll call our second timeout now. And other than that unfortunate pick 6, Godfrey Fathers has had a good game, as he's going to try to run this ball, and he is going to get dropped. 14 seconds left. We are going to try to run another play here. Come on, Blaze, you need to hurry up, dude. This is not it. This is not it. We're just going to call the timeout and get the 3. Takahashi has another opportunity to get a field goal. It is up, and it is good. Ling Takahashi with his second field goal of the year, and it brings us within 8. Now, we are kicking this ball off to the Arizona Cardinals to start the second half. And Dortch. Big hit. As we've got to be concerned about Gio. Gio Cousins is injured. And he is playing injured. He's going to miss the tackle. Maybe just not very fast. But still not a first down. Garcia has had some good plays already. And they will continue. Going to get into the backfield. Number 6 in on that one. That's Thomas. Beautiful to see. So a 3rd and 3. The last third down, he threw an interception. That one's right to Winters. Winters is chillin'. And that is our second pick of the game. And I mean, Dixon will never see the field ever again. So let's just say that's our first. Dixon with 6 fucking speed. I feel like my daughter has 6 speed. And she doesn't even know how to run yet. It is a nice little game there for Watson Sr. And we are looking good. Rogers Spanish is going to get the first down. Looking good. I mean, we will go for the 2-point conversion if it is presented to us. We're going to throw this one right to Jennings, and he's going to cut in for the touchdown. What a cut. Beautiful play from Cole Jennings to get inside the end zone. What a play. Let's watch this one again. Beautiful play from the Godfather. He's going to skirt right in there. Whoop. Touchdown, Jennings. And he is going to be doing some running man stuff. Let's go for the 2 points, though, and potentially tie this game up. So 21-19. We take advantage of the interception that we got. As Father's going to run with it, but he's going to throw this one to Blaze, and it's a 2-point conversion. Looking pretty, baby. I love this team. So a tie game here early in the third quarter. Del Vecchio going to kick this one off. I mean, even if we lose this game, you got to be proud of this new expansion team coming in and competing with an NFL organization. I was going to say the best of the best, but I don't think the Cardinals truly are that good. But we shall see. As a bad throw, I think we're getting to Kyler Murray a little bit, like in his head, because that could have been an absolute complete pass. So here we go. And look at the rush there. Is that Garcia? It is. Garcia's been making an impact as one of our backup linebackers. And again, just looking very good. Randy Garcia could be a little gem that could help us down the stretch. As Meatball Monroe has not had the game we would want from our best player. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. And Geno Cousins officially is going to be hurt. Oh well, Gio was the one that got hurt. So I think Geno now hurt, both the Cousins. And that's not going to be great, as we're going to dive at the legs. I cannot believe they got that first down. Leg cramps. Leg cramps, dude? Come on. Get back in there, you fucking pussy. I cannot believe they got that one. I'm like, I should be angrier. But it is what it is. This is Madden. Good little tackle in the backfield. West in on that one, pushing them north. I don't know if that's the right way, but that's his second tackle for a loss. Like to see that. 2nd and 3. Meatball Monroe just not doing... I am kidding. Meatball Monroe gets his first sack. And not only was that a big sack, they may push them out of field goal range here. Now they're double teaming Monroe. Oh, a man gets... And there we go, Winters! Winters might take this one all the way. It is gone! Winters with a pick six. Oh my goodness. A pick six. We have not had one of those in an entire season of Giants franchise. And in the first game of Fargo Frost franchise, we have 3 interceptions. One from a guy that won't be getting on the bus in Bobby Dixon with 6 fucking speed. We're going to have to trade him for a bag of candy. But they are back on the field 28-21. Kyler Murray has given us so many great opportunities, and we will take them. Another big throw here. Van Hammer is not going to get to him. Neither will Winters. And that is a touchdown. Wilson getting in the end zone just like that. And it is about to be a tied up game after all that gloating. And it is up. It is good. 28-28. The Cardinals taking the lead with one big shot down the field and a couple broken tackles. Del Vecchio was taking some snaps. I'm like, hey, man, Godfrey Father's got this, all right? So I think I have to switch Gregory and Weathers because I prefer Weathers being the return guy. He is just a 99 speed, and that's kind of his whole shtick. So here we go. Back on offense. Having a good game so far. As Jennings gets tackled as he tries to make the catch, but it hit his hands first, so it is illegal. So 2nd and 10. Here we go. Watson, probably not the best drop-off here. It's only going to gain us 1 yard. And already on 3rd down, this is where we need to convert, obviously. As we're going to throw this one right to Roger Spanish, and that's going to be a 1st down. Roger Spanish has his 5th catch for 58 yards today. A very nice performance, and hopefully he can continue throughout the season. Another nice play by Jennings, who has a touchdown today. A very nice touchdown, mind you. And nearing the end of the 3rd quarter, we are going to give Watson his last run for a little bit, as he's going to get 5. The wear and tear, there's none. That's good. Don't show it to me then. Don't show it to me then if there's none. So here we go. I would prefer to go into the 4th quarter before playing this. Don't know what's going to happen first. It looks like the game clock is faster. So we're going to drop this down and go into the 4th quarter. And hopefully take advantage. We've done pretty well. We had one mistake in the very beginning of the game, but hey, let's put that up to nerves, okay? Now, I don't trust Beef Nuggets to take this because I believe he's had 1 run in preseason and fumbled it. So let's not. Gonna try to drop this one off. Spanish. No, he's not in. He is not in. He is not in bounds. I saw those toes, baby. Garrett Williams, you can celebrate all you want. I saw those toes. They're going to say that he was in. There's one. Are you saying his foot's not down yet? No, that's an interception. Fuck. 2nd interception of the game for us, and that is a huge swing in Arizona's favor. And good play by the Wonder Kid. If he missed that tackle, it potentially goes for a big, big gain. So, very nice tackle. 6 minutes 30 left on the clock. I mean, you gotta cut up there. And really, you're gonna make Kyler Murray, a little fucking prick bastard, look like a monster? Alright, well, both cousin brothers are back in the game. Both have had some injuries. But Van Hammer going to initiate the tackle. Garcia, jawing at the offensive line a little bit. But bringing the pressure might be the move, as Van Hammer not going to be able to stop Trey McBride. Who can? That's the real question. He has been a menace today. Garcia in here. And a great tackle by one of the cousins. I mean, I love having Garcia in here. I don't know if he's a backup. I guess he is a starter at the middle linebacker position. As that is going to be 3rd and 1. Gotta watch out for the quarterback sneak here. And we are actually even going to bring Van Hammer in here to try to stop it. His knee was down. I think that's ridiculous. Knee is down right there. And the ball is behind. Dude, I'm saying if we look at the ball, say the ball's right there, I think that's a 4th down. But, I mean, if we miss it, they'll still go for it. So it's not worth it because we need the timeouts. So we're kind of boned there. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left. Monroe getting out there. Winters whiffs on the tackle. And oh my God, McBride breaks a tackle for a touchdown. And Trey McBride, man, he's going to be the guy to send us home with an L potentially. And it is 35-28. A costly interception is going to result in a touchdown for Arizona, which is a huge bummer, but Gregory back to receive again. Nice little spin move, gonna get him to the 30. Maybe a little generous on that spot. But here we are, 3 minutes, 17 seconds left. There are options for Watson to get a nice little gain here, but doesn't get the arm out, and he's gonna get stopped behind the line. These bench moves have been working for us, as Beef Nuggets going to get it in stride for the 1st down. 3 minutes left in the game. And we have potential. Moving the ball. As Godfrey Fathers, oh my goodness, you gotta make that. I think that was more of a receiver mistake, but under pressure, Godfrey Fathers throws it away. And it is 2nd and 10. And look at that, Beef Nuggets on that as well. 3rd and 2. And we've got to make a nice little 3rd down conversion. We're going to get the drag again. Jennings having a phenomenal game. Going to try to get one more playoff before the 2-minute warning. And I don't think they're going to be expecting this. And trying to get to the outside. And not only did they expect it, they get us behind the line. That's unfortunate, but still we have time and we get out before the 2-minute warning, so that adds on to our plays just a little bit. Here we go. Oh man, Spanish gets absolutely murdered on that one. But still 3rd and 8, down by 7 here with 2 minutes left. We've got to make some big decisions. And I believe I like Blaze on the speed out, if he's got the speed to do it. And he does. Blaze does get it. And it is 4th and 3. A huge moment in this game. Potentially could send us home, or could get it. Gonna just drop this one off to Jennings, and he is a surefire catch every time. That is going to be a beautiful 1st down for us. As a nice little spin, and again, Calais Campbell. Age is just a number, and we are 1 minute remaining in this game. Oh my God, I thought he caught it, dude. I was expecting him to make the cut a little earlier, and we would have had a beautiful play, but unfortunately he was doing some razzle-dazzle, as we're going to just run this ball, and it is 4th and inches, dude. 4th and inches. We are going to go with the fullback dive here. Beef Nuggets, you hold on to that fucking ball like it's a quarter pounder. And there we go. Get the first. We're going to call our first time out of the second half. And we're looking pretty good to start the end here. The start of the end. Jennings intercepted, and that's going to be the game. We make another fatal mistake as Fathers is going to get the tackle, but it is for naught. Unfortunate way to end it. Godfrey Fathers throws his 3rd interception of the day. And they don't even let me call the timeouts because they're like, what's the fucking point, you dumb asshole? I mean, did we play better than I thought? Absolutely. And Godfrey Fathers, I thought he did fine. We will look at the stats here. There were some bright spots, absolutely. Let's go to the player stats. Even though he throws for 3 interceptions, he does also throw for 4 touchdowns, but we don't care about them. 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Not a good passer rating, but throws for 232. I mean, it was his first game. Got to give him just some leeway. Boogie Watson, if we could have continued to run the ball, I think he would have been even better. But Godfrey Fathers does get some nice running yards as well. Boogie Watson out of the backfield does pretty well, but got to give Cole Jennings all the accolades for his performance alongside Roger Spanish, who did have 6 receptions, 62, and Fats Beef Nuggets. I mean, he came up big alongside Deshaun Blaze. Now, Winters had 2 big interceptions, 1 for a touchdown. The sacks go to Meatball Monroe, Randy Garcia, and Geno Cousins. And Bobby Dixon is going to be shot out of a cannon with that 6 speed. I mean, we're not going to edit him. It's just not fair. What the hell is this? I do not care. Oh, really? I get the Mahomes thing? I don't give a shit. Let's go with Speed Rusher. He goes up to an 80. Beautiful. All right. We will absolutely take that. We are going to go to the next week before we end this episode. And obviously, I want to trade Dixon before we get out of here. But we shall also see if there's any other big things. Our weekly awards, Winters does get it, which is probably going to be a nice little upgrade for him. As let's check it out. Okay, Meatball Monroe gets a nice upgrade. We're going to put his worst trait up in Power Rusher. He's going to get 3 upgrades. Block shedding, power moves, and tackle. We like that. Alongside Meatball Monroe, we also have Ronald Winters, baby. I mean, let's just put him up. He is officially a captain. Good on the man coverage, good on the zone coverage, which is just phenomenal. Other than that, Jeremiah Weathers is going to get an upgrade. Also have to upgrade his face scan. Tito Burton, who I don't believe even hit the field last week, is going to get a nice little upgrade. So even though Weathers is black, he is showing as a white guy. I don't really feel like elusive back is the move. He's got 99 speed, but we'll go with it. Maybe it'll pop his acceleration up, which would be nice. Carrying, juke move, and spin move. I mean, all things considered, we'll take it. Before we get out of here, let's trade Dixon for literally anything. It's unfortunate because he is good, but we can't have a guy that can't, run. Let's see. He's a strong safety. We're not having anybody real on this team yet. If we can get a 4th, we'll do that deal. Okay, so it'll probably have to be a 5th. So Bobby Dixon is gone, and what we will do is bring up one of our practice squad guys because we do have some fun guys on there. So looking at the practice squad, I think we'll bring in Grant. Now, Dylan Grant, I want to look at your freaking stats before I make any decisions. Your speed is an 86. Great. So he's going to join the roster. Welcome, Dylan Grant. And since this is the first episode, this is just like a big test to see how you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys did. If not, let me know what to change or what else. But look at this little bitch. Let's change him real quick. He needs to be, let's make him this guy. There we go. Cute little guy. So there it is for today's video. I hope you guys liked the Fargo Frost because I put a lot of effort into it. And we will see you on the next one. It looks like we do have Wild West back, and he's going to go right into the second wide receiver position. So we will see you next week where we go up against the San Francisco 49ers. I've been Jagle. You guys have been amazing. Peace out.